Kohl's is in advanced talks to be sold to retail holding company The Franchise Group in a deal worth nearly $8 billion. The company has recently been in the spotlight for fending off several activist bids. In a press release, Kohl says the Franchise Group, owner of Vitamin Shoppe, is considering acquiring the company for $60 per share. And I'm sure Kohl's investors are happy about this deal potentially going through. You see shares up 8%. But a little perspective. Kohl's enterprise value about 6 years ago was close to $16 billion. So there's been massive value destruction at Kohl's because of years of mismanagement, pressured profit margins, and really increased competition from the likes of a Wayfair, of a Target, of course. But still, this saga looks to be nearing an end.
I mean, it's pretty amazing that the company is up for sale and the stock is down year to date, right? It's quite an unusual situation.
Big warning a couple weeks ago. Another retailer that warned.
Yeah.
Well, you were just saying, yesterday? Whatever deal comes across, just take it.
Just take it.
And, I mean, at $60 a share, significant upside from this point. And then for a company in Kohl's, I would be interested in seeing what Franchise Group does differently about Kohl's. The square footage that they operate, to me, is insane for the number of categories that they still have to get inventory in the store for. And that overhead is perhaps the biggest thing that always just boggles my mind.
One thing they need to do is just really clean house in terms of executive team. And within that Franchise Group business, I mentioned Vitamin Shoppe. There's a longtime retail CEO that has turned Vitamin Shoppe around. That's Sharon Leidy. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing her taking over Kohl's, taking over that leadership team. She has changed Vitamin Shoppe. She has brought that chain back to some form of relevance in a very competitive market. Here, I'm appointing a new CEO of Kohl's right now, before the deal even closes.
But they're still doing this in an environment where so many of the partners on the inventory side are going even more direct to consumer, and that's the landscape that they find themselves in right now, is when you have so many of these brands either pulling out or trimming the amount of inventory that they want to sell to some wholesalers, Kohl's included, then that is an immediate hit on what the customers are expecting when they even walk into that store experience.
Well, I do like that Kohl's, the Franchise Group, I should say, also owns Pet Supplies Plus, so maybe they'll bring dog grooming services into Kohl's. That could be a traffic driver.
And vitamin, I mean, you know, they've got Sephora in there, which has worked quite well for them, right?
I'll bring Fido right into Kohl's.
Yeah.
We'll go a little shopping there, we'll get a little groom, and we'll do our thing.
I don't know. I mean, but the idea with things like that is that you want it to be an accretive experience, right? You want to go in and buy makeup so that you're buying clothing. If you go in to get your pet groomed, are you going to go shopping
Drop
for
the pet off in the back. Drop the pet off in the back. I'll get my face cream, and I'm good to go.
I guess maybe, right?